I sent you a bunch of articles as well.
They're all bogus.
They're not bogus.
They're bogus.
They were through
They're
like
boring. A poop train. A fucking.
I thought it was funny. I was like, it was through NBC. Like, I don't think it's bogus.
Now this. Who gives a fuck about Nickelback?
Oh, dude, yeah, I know. That's what made me mad.
And it was a video. I don't want to watch a video.
I just was never mind. You know what? I'll just never put any extra effort in anymore.
A guy stealing $1.2 million worth of fajitas.
Yeah, dude.
Who gives a shit?
See, I hope that you all hear these topics because I thought these were funny articles that we could go over and poke fun at.
You know what the funniest thing about that stupid poop article was? Which I read. I did read it. I'm lying a little bit. The fucking pun that the writer put in at the end. But
I didn't even read all of it.
What? I prepped more on the stupid articles that I didn't want to read.
I just put it there so that way it was in Messenger so either one of us could fucking open our phones and pull it right up if we needed to talk about something.
Well, listen to this pun.
God fucking damn it. I don't know why I even bothered doing any show prep with dealing with you, motherfucker.
I show prepped on these articles.
No, you didn't.
This episode is brought to you by Playapod, the best cross-platform podcast app for iOS and Android. Just visit playapod.com and download it for free.
One thing before we start the show.
Yes.
If my out front valet parking spot is not available again, I'm turning this thing around on 2 fucking wheels and going back home.
Did you park in the driveway?
No, I parked way the fuck up the road.
You can park in the driveway.
There's 2 cars in the driveway.
Was Heather parked in the driveway?
No.
Who the fuck?
It was a white Jeep.
Oh, I think it's like her mom's boyfriend. Sorry.
Boyfriend?
Yeah.
There wasn't a guy here. There's another lady here.
Oh, I don't fucking know then.
2 ladies.
Dude, I don't know. There's all kinds of people in and out of my house now.
1 gimp and another woman.
I just hide. I hide, dude. I'm serious.
I didn't want to sit up there with all those yentas.
Dude, I don't blame you.
Right
no,
down here.
that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm down here. Like, because it's never planned. Like, I never know like ahead of time. Like, hey, we got company coming over this time or whatever. It's just like I'll be sitting there and I'm playing Red Dead, the first one, and like next thing you know, there's like fucking four hens squawking in my living room. Like I like Heather saw me like the one day, like the mood of my face just changed, and I was just like, and I was like, did I hear it? She was like, and I was like later, I was like, I can't deal with these people all at my house.
Too much.
I used to live that life of people in and out the door and shit when I was, my early 20s.
Right.
But not now. No, I don't.
That's how most drug houses are.
When you were born, the doctor turned around and slapped your mother.
You son of a motherless goat!
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
It looks to me like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress.
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower.
You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder.
Recorded in the HFTI podcasting headquarters.
I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
They're just 2 regular nobodies that can argue about anything.
I don't like your jerk-off face, I don't like your jerk-off behavior, and I don't like you.
From music and movies to daily life and terrible people. You're listening to Here for the Insults.
What did you say? I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was...
Hosted by Big Matt Fisher and Sean Deakins.
Why you keep me waiting so long? Yeah, waiting round here for way too long. Half the day they came and gone. Guess I'm going to have to wait some more. Don't want to wait no more.
Bienvenido. Helps if you turn my mic on.
Your mic is on.
It is?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
I must have turned myself way too loud when I turned
Christ.
it. Well, the fucking intro was so fucking loud.
It was loud. Can you
Yeah.
hear yourself
Yes,
now? All
thank
right,
you.
now your rager will go.
Bienvenido. Welcome to another episode of Here for the Insults podcast. I am Big Matt Fisher. Across the bar from me is my co-host.
Esteemed
co-host extraordinaire.
I like it.
Sean Deakins.
Yes.
It's just gonna be us today, bro. we always wind up stumbling our way back right to here.
Right to where it all started.
I know. It's kind of the only thing. It's an aggravating when, like, I just need to pin people down for sure. Like, if they're gonna come and do the podcast,
except for me, can't pin me down.
Nah,
unpinnable.
No, I just say I gotta a baby. Like, all right, well, thinking about this time, and I ain't heard from fucking nobody.
I'll tell you what I'd like to pin down: a standing wake-up call for you.
Yeah, sorry.
Not only that, I come down and everything's fucking undone.
Yeah, sorry. No, I did it one night just because, like, dude, down here.
Oh, fuck it. Sean will do it when he gets here.
No. I meant to set it back up last night, but I didn't. I took everything down and stuff because I had my poodle was here and his wife, and this there was nothing on the table, and this motherfucker still managed it. Dude, remember I tell you about how you spill beer? It happened again.
After the show last week, you were telling me about how much Poodle loves to just flail like Gumby and knock beers over.
Dude, and he's done it like 3 different times. And it's and like the night will start with me going like, "Hey, bro,
be careful tonight."
Like, no, it'll be because he'll be hanging out when I'll have the laptop open and be playing music or whatever, and I'll be like, "Dude, just don't you can sit your beer at any location in this fucking basement. Really. Anywhere. Just don't put it anywhere near the fucking computer." Right?
Yeah.
On the opposite end of the bar where the electronics are.
And Poodle responds.
Yeah.
Poodle, please don't knock any beers over tonight.
Yeah, dude. Dude, it's so fucking frustrating because we'll agree upon it at the beginning of the night, but that's before like we've chugged shitloads of fucking alcohol and whatnot.
Right.
And then like
a little loosey goosey.
Yeah, and then it's hard. I'm not totally keeping track of where his beverage is the entire time,
and nor should you. He's a grown ass adult.
I know where mine is.
Yeah, in my hand.
And you know what? I'm down here all the time, and I never have to fucking worry about spilling my own beer on anything.
Yeah, I never have to worry about spilling a drink. Do you know why?
Because you finish it.
Because I pour it in the kitchen. I drink the entire thing because it's like a bomb. Slap it back down on the countertop.
And make
stumble back into the fucking couch.
You don't even take it into the living room?
No, it's a bomb. I go. Red Bull.
Just like when you had that beer here the one day. Like I wanted a beer, and you just like,
I did want a beer. Yeah, I needed to loosen up. There was something going on that day. I can't remember what.
Yeah, and you just chugged the entire.
Just chug one beer
like a fucking animal.
Just yes.
I was like, dude, we're not at a fucking frat party. You can just drink the fucking beer. Like you know, like I didn't challenge you. Like I didn't ice you. Like you're like, I want a beer. You're just like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, are you trying to impress me? It's just me and you here. Like, okay, you can chug a whole beer. Good for you. Like,
yeah. Next thing I want to try that little thing where once you turn it up, you give it a little swirl and it makes a little tornado so that it comes down real smooth.
That's what you did that day.
Did I?
Yeah. Because I remember you just opened the beer, and then I saw you in your hand, like spin it, and then throw it back like like you were. I mean, you were just going for it,
right down the neck.
Yeah, you were just deep throating that fucking.
The good old days. That's when we did this thing upstairs. We had since, of course, moved it downstairs into the basement.
The bomb shelter. Here at HFTI podcasting headquarters, high atop the mountain.
But yeah, wait a second. All right.
I need to stop that.
We're in a bomb shelter.
I already started with burping, and I was listening to the last episode, and I was like, fuck, I burped a whole lot on this fucking episode because I was sitting here drinking and shit, and I just did it now. And I remember I was playing it, just listening back to one episode, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I fucking hate when you burp. And I was like, so now I'm like self-conscious about it.
Wait a second, she actually listens to this?
Only if I turn it on in the living room and I'm listening back to it.
Right. Well, don't do this one because, like I said earlier, I walked into a gimp and another lady.
That's fine. No, I don't care.
Okay. I don't. I care less.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to comment on any of that.
Anyway,
further, though.
I got a tip for everybody out there that smokes Newports.
Don't.
There's this Highs that I go to. I avoid the 7-Eleven now, like the plague.
Oh, why? Because you worried about that bad arm guy in there?
Awkward. Yeah, another gimp. But Newports are about $7.32 a pack. And I thought the like carton discount thing had gone the way of the dodo.
Right.
Like I get them from 7-Eleven. You basically just take the number times it by 10. And that's what you're going to pay. They may round it to an even 72 or something like that. Look at that. Right there. Receipt. $1.40 off 5 times. I'm assuming 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So $1.40 off for buying 2 packs.
But times 10
right.
for the whole carton.
Exactly. So $66 for the carton of cigarettes. That's not bad.
Incredible.
That's a Highs. Foulsburg.
Do you have any other receipts that you'd like to show us how much money you saved at like fucking grocery shopping?
No,
as
but
well?
that'll be the show shot.
Yeah, we'll do a whole episode on couponing.
I had an American sub for breakfast.
Oh, did you?
Here's the Diet Dr. Pepper, the Perrier.
I'm glad that you fucking decided to get a Diet Dr. Pepper.
I'm all in on Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
This is the most normal tasting soda of all diet sodas.
Diet Dr. Pepper solid.
Money choice.
You know what else I like? My aunt, she always would have. It was Diet Sunkissed.
Yeah, I don't
that's
think
actually
bad
really
either.
good. Yeah, like she used to have it like when we would go out fishing and shit. Like just to, you're out there on the fucking boat. Like I usually wouldn't drink a whole lot of beer or whatever, and like,
Jesus,
that's nice. God Almighty, they edit that out.
I'm looking at lung cancer, is what I'm
I
looking
know,
at.
dude. I die, bitch, die.
And I want nothing more than to smoke a cigarette.
I know, right? I'm ready to fire.
Isn't it the
another
worst?
one.
Do you smoke more when you get sick? Like when I have a really bad cold, unless it's absolutely terrible, I feel like I'm never satiated by the cigarette, and I always want to smoke more when I'm sick. And it's weird because a lot of people say they smoke less when they get sick. I don't. I smoke more. Like because I smoke it, I'm like, that just didn't feel good. I don't know if a cigarette even feels good. I don't know. It's weird.
I can't say the same. I can't say that I follow you there, bro. When usually if I'm real sick or whatever, yeah, I can't do it. But anyway, what were you doing?
Who knows? Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Sunkissed. Well, Fresca too. I used to like Fresca.
Nah,
That was
Fresca,
naturally
dude, Fresca's
diet.
fucking disgusting.
Wasn't that like a grapefruit Sprite drink or something?
If I have any memory of it, it's just the only memory I have of it. It's just like carbonated water, like those sparkling waters and shit.
Oh yeah.
Which those are all fucking nasty too. I can't do it.
Perrier with lime.
I can't. Well, I can't do it.
Carbonated. This is mineral water. This replaces everything that I vomit up in the morning.
Yeah, I'm glad
from the alcoholism.
They really should like go forward with that as their like marching tune, like their slogan. Like, hey, it will replace what's you forgot in you or whatever.
They have electrolyte replacements in like the 7-Elevens now, which I can only assume is for heavy drinkers.
Isn't that
because they tell you to drink like a Pedialyte after a hard night of drinking?
Yeah.
So I stock it in my closet.
Do you?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I haven't.
Tastes terrible.
I don't think I've ever had a Pedialyte.
It's so salty.
Is it?
Yeah, and I think it's because like they give you saline drip if you were dehydrated.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a lot. It's just it tastes salty to me. I don't know.
So basically, just an IV bag, drinkable form.
Yeah,
They throw a little
so.
just dump an IV bag that in there and throw a little fucking red yellow 9 or whatever the fuck.
Well, you know, there's those people on like I don't know, those fucking weirdos on MTV. They will like come and give you an IV bag now in the morning just because you had a hard night of drinking. Like I saw like the Jersey people do it or something.
And like they're straight up like hitting themselves in the vein with it.
Somebody comes and hooks them up. It's like a certified nurse, and they get a little saline bag to get all these electrolytes and shit.
Oh,
like
like
that.
the hangover cure people.
Yeah.
I've heard about that, but I didn't know if that was actually a thing.
Like it's mobile and shit. Like they just come to your house.
They bring you breakfast.
Do they?
I don't know. They should. Like I feel like hook me up with an IV and bring me like some fucking scrambled eggs.
I'm not an organized person in the morning though. I don't know how these people can fit some of this shit they do into their day. Like these people who get up, like I get up early and I start working. There's people who get up, go to the gym, shower, sit down, eat breakfast, get in their car and head off to work. I don't know how they do it.
They're psychopaths.
I'd love to be the guy that wakes up in the morning and he eats a fucking grapefruit with a spoon because I don't know. It seems
my father used
refreshing or something.
No, it's disgusting. Grapefruit's so fucking gross. I don't know how anybody eats that shit. Like my father used to like with the spoon and all that shit. I tried. No thanks.
Or like a bit of eggs and toast.
I can do that.
I can't. It's a fucking tornado when I wake up.
Yeah, same here. I never have time for any of that shit. I don't.
Kids getting ready for school. I'm getting ready.
Absolutely no time. None.
Anyway, but
you want to pause the show for a second?
Why?
Because
what?
Because like I need to clear some of my passageways. Hold on a second.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, I'm just getting. We ain't got no guests. I don't have my life together. Like it's just falling apart. It's unraveling.
You got your nice show jacket on.
You goddamn right. I want to give a shout out to a
Patagonia.
No, not to them. To a friend of mine, Jason Sears. He listens to the show regularly. I know this because he hits me up when we don't post ones. Remember how I tell you people do ask me. They don't. He doesn't go to the show page and say anything about
right.
But he will hit me up like,
hey guys, I'd love for them to go to the show page and say, hey guys, really looking forward to an episode. Can't stop listening. Please keep us informed. No, I haven't even posted on Twitter. I haven't even posted on Twitter for months.
I told you, dude. It's like fucking yelling into the fucking void. That's why you were all about it. And I was like, dude, I have a Twitter and I don't use my own fucking Twitter because I used to try to like. I would pop in there, and like it was basically the only reason I would go onto Twitter is like there would be like some comedians or there's like some people who aren't even like comedians. They're just good at writing funny tweets.
Yeah,
and like that's their whole. Who was that one guy? Fuck. Well, god damn it. Now it's gonna drive me.
I almost had him when you said that one guy.
No, dude. He had like a stand-up special that was on Netflix, and he got
again. There's
I know 10 million. But he honestly, I don't even think that he was really a comedian. He was just like, he was just fucking 10 out of 10 hilarious with tweets.
Yeah.
And he got shitloads of followers and hundreds and thousands of retweets. And I guess somebody coached him up like, hey, we need to cash in on this. We'll make like some sort of comedy special or whatever. And
it flopped.
There's just no
he had to stand in front of
there's
people.
no translation. No, he does okay. But it's different when you're just writing out a joke in 144 characters or less.
240.
That's right.
He could tell 2 jokes now.
Yeah. I forgot they extended it. Doing it in that format, just little quick snippets.
Right.
That's a whole world of different than actually getting up there and working out material and being a stand-up comic. You know what I'm saying? There's no live audience. You can fucking sit there and tweak a fucking tweet a million fucking times before you post it.
Right.
And I don't know. Either way, like I've heard interviews with him, and like I because his like Twitter was so popular. Once you get to that level of popularity, like people just start throwing money at you.
Put your headphones on, please.
Why?
Because it's going to echo right back into the fucking microphone.
Oh, I hope it does.
Jesus Christ.
Now we're awake.
I'm going to have to cut that out.
What's that?
I don't know how much people would appreciate knowing.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
This is the year
I don't know
2019.
How people do
and 2019, and I'm Matt Fishering all over your fucking face.
Right after he Matt Fishered all over his fucking own face.
Yeah. So, hey, you want to hear what I've been up to?
No. Speaking of comedians, real quick, I want to do one thing real quick. Ricky Gervais, what do you think of him?
He's funny.
I love Ricky Gervais. I love his style of.
I loved An Idiot Abroad.
Yes, Carl. That's Carl Pilkington.
Yeah, I know, but it was just
it's the best.
And
he needles Carl perfectly.
I know, but it's also just I loved how. Like, I felt like I could relate with Carl in certain things because he would go see like something so wonderful and be like so unimpressed.
He's like, he went to the palace with the symmetry and everything.
Yeah,
and he was like, I don't know why. Well, why did he do this?
Why
did he build this for this woman?
Why'd you even bother? Like I love his mentality on it because I feel the same way. I'm like, why did you bother doing all that fucking shit? Like it just I'm trying to avoid doing work. So and if I gotta build a fucking palace to impress some sort of broad, like that, it's just never gonna happen in Matt Fisher's world.
Yeah,
I am just not a romantic type. Where the fuck did I put my cigarette? Oh, here they're right here. Sorry, guys.
So Ricky Gervais has a new show on Netflix, And I watched the first episode, turned on the second one, but then passed out. So
What's the new show? I knew he had a stand-up special that was on there, but I didn't watch that.
This is a new series. So it's called Afterlife. He does a really good job with his shows. The Office, of course, was born from Ricky Gervais's version of The Office. And then Ricky Gervais did a show called Derek, which...
I never watched that.
Ooh,
honestly, the only thing that I consistently watched that involved Ricky Gervais at all was An Idiot Abroad.
Yeah.
And, also because Heather loved it. The only thing is, I watched... Did you ever watch, The Moaning of Life?
Yep, watched The Moaning. I've watched every... I'm a Carl Pilkington mark.
Oh, really?
And you know what? I love the fact that my car was from Pilkington Acura.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love me some Carl Pilkington.
I couldn't quite get into The Moaning of Life as much.
Well, that was because it was a little bit more Carl's I felt like it's because Carl got to choose what he was doing a little bit more.
Yeah, and he seemed like in an overall better mood.
Where before,
and I didn't like
in An Idiot Abroad, it was like Ricky and Stephen Merchant were always kind of ham-fisting things into what he had to do. And, and it would piss him off. And I remember the bungee jumping. He didn't want to go bungee jumping.
I wouldn't want to either.
But he told them that he did. And then he had to come clean on it.
And
they would force him to do all this different stuff. It was hilarious.
But I'd have to run that back if that's still on Amazon or wherever it was.
But Derek was a show about Ricky played the main character who was Derek, who was slow, and he also worked in an old person's home. Right? He builds a lot of real life comedy, but he mixes it in with some just intrinsically sad things, like people dying at this place where Derek worked, and Derek loved animals, and he couldn't stand to see the dog that was dying. It was a stray dog. There's these...
What are we getting at?
So anyway, Afterlife does the same thing. Afterlife, he's funny, but he's also living a life because his spouse just died. So there's this you laugh, but then there's also these really sad moments, and it's strange to have a comedy do that. Because in America,
wasn't Louis like that too?
I don't know, but that guy beat off in front of people all the time. So,
before he got,
I don't know what Louis was, but so that's what this does. So there's these sad moments, and then there's also these really funny moments. But I watched the first episode.
Did you tear up?
It was awesome, and no, I don't tear up. I don't have a heart.
No, I was like, this is the one thing that touched you.
But he's there's this one part where he's walking, and he's just walking, and he's walking past a school. And his fat little redheaded kid yells, "Pedo!" And he looks over and he's, "Huh?" And he walks up to the fence and he says, "What?" And the kid goes, "Pedo!" And he says, "Me? I'm not a pedo. If I were a pedo, I wouldn't be interested in you, you tubby little ginger cunt." And I lost it slapping my knee. It was so funny. And there's moments like that where he argues with the postman and stuff, and it's hilarious. But then he's laying in bed watching a video of his wife telling him, what to do. And he only buys 1 can of dog food a day because he's trying to commit suicide, but he can never go through with it because he always looks over and his German Shepherd dog's just looking at him with the big puppy eyes. So every day he's got to go and he's got to buy a can of dog food. And I think it might be a little bit because
sounds like my life.
I relate to him a little bit. It'd be so easy to just there was a post the other day Dan put up. Dan Tiberius. Shout out to Daniel Tiberius.
I should have hit him the fuck up. He's reliable. I could have probably hit him up a half hour ago and he'd be here with fucking goddamn breakfast sandwiches.
He said,
I love you, Dan. I'll hit you up. We'll probably be on next week. This is why I only consistently have 2 people on here on a regular basis. Because I ask, they're like, yeah, I'll be there, and end of story.
So he put up a post and said, your favorite fruit plus the last time you used painkillers is your something name,
I
right?
saw that post, yes.
And I thought about it, and I was going to post it, and I was going to be like, strawberry suicide.
You should have, dude.
I didn't want somebody who might, we joke about it a lot, and it is something that
Dan would have laughed at.
I know, but I think it's something that.
But also, Dan, it's.
Yeah.
He might, I don't.
There's a lot of fragile people that Dan probably knows.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Dan can look internally to himself and support people like that, but I don't think Dan's like that himself.
I don't know. I mean,
he could sit here and have a conversation with me about things, whereas other people would break down and cry if they tried to have a conversation with me about things.
I mean, I don't know. I know Dan. I don't ever really see him until I invite him over here every once in a while at some shows. I like the guy's company. As far as what he's got going on, like personally, like I don't know, and that's with everybody now. It's not that I don't care. I don't bring these kind of things up. I don't want to talk about emotional fucking shit. I hate that fucking shit when I'm sitting here trying to crack some beers. You get people like that, and they want to start talking about fucking depressing shit. And it's like, hey, can you stop bringing the fucking room down here? Like I'm drinking to escape my problems. You know what I mean?
I'm not here to talk about it.
Yeah, like don't get me like, and plus like like if you're weeping to me, like if you're a friend and I care about you, but I'm not like a person to go to for advice. Or hey, what do you think? I don't know. Drink more booze. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Talking to me.
Get away from them. I don't know.
You're not gonna feel better talking to me. Oh, that's Bea. I thought it was the Entas screaming.
El Diablo!
So I think
Owen!
I think we joke about it a lot, and I think it's something that I don't know. You think about it. I don't think I've ever gotten close to doing it, but I think.
Are we really going down this fucking road?
Huh?
Are we really going to start going down this road?
Well, I'm just talking about why I didn't make the comment, and I think there's some people that it really does bother. And I didn't want to.
You shouldn't poke fun at people. Like
I know one person who does a lot. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but I don't know. I also feel like
that's why I didn't post it though.
I also feel like people shouldn't like be looking at like, all right, some goofball said some shit like online. Let me get like so bothered by it.
Well, it'd be like people would be like, oh, it's a serious thing. You shouldn't joke about it.
Dude,
it's like I'm not.
That was a.
Don't smell your microphone.
Well, I've only used this pop filter for like 2 episodes, so this one should be pretty fresh. You think this is like dishwasher safe?
Mine doesn't stink. I brush my teeth.
Yeah, I do too.
So I think I relate a little bit because it's like I don't think if I didn't have my wife and I didn't have my kid, there wouldn't be another reason why I need to be here. And that poor guy in Afterlife, I can't remember the character's name. It's just Ricky Gervais, but I think it's Tony or something. He no longer has any reason to be there. He doesn't have his wife. His reason now is only the dog. And
yeah, I hear you.
The guinea pigs I could care less about. But my wife and my kid, I don't talk to anybody else.
You should really listen, I need to see some more I need you to be more support like into your guinea pigs, okay? Okay. Like,
Yeah.
You can't just dismiss them. Because, I mean, I don't have guinea pigs, but even if I did, like, they're only, like, I have a turtle, and I have no, like, you can't have, like, a relationship with a pet turtle. It swims back and forth in the tank, and if you go try to pick it up.
Fuck the turtle.
Huh?
You fuck the turtle. I bet you fuck that turtle.
This is like when I get mad at you. Like, I'm like, what are we fucking in 7th grade here? You're going to pet turtle pie and fucking sex with it. I don't want to continue down this depressing fucking road of shit that we're talking about.
It's not depressing me, but I don't think like
it's not depressing. You're sitting here literally just goddamn talking about how like you if it wasn't
I haven't made an impact in this world. The only thing I made
bullshit. Like what do you mean an impact?
Well,
like what are you like supposed to make some sort of discovery?
I don't know.
You're going to invent something?
I don't know.
There's a bazillion motherfuckers in history that never fucking did shit. So
what was the purpose of their life?
I don't know. Dude, there is no purpose for life. We're just here.
That's weird.
I don't think there's any sort of grand scheme of things. I think people drum that up as a way to like, feel like, I guess to coax their own feelings about this. You know what I'm saying? Where they
Right. I got some philosophical shit.
From me? Yeah.
No.
I'm very deep.
No.
I mean,
I'm talking about
but also that being said, like I don't think that anyone's life is like totally pointless, even though like you might not be in like some sort of history book or whatever. But like I mean, you say I haven't made an impact. Well, you're a father to your daughter.
That's the only reason.
I know, but that's an impact.
It is. And that's the only reason. I'm saying if I didn't have my wife or my daughter, I don't know what if I don't know if this world would be for me. It just doesn't fit me.
Well, I don't have that problem because I have legions and legions of
fans
of Scissor Fist fans that I live
you're
for
famous.
now.
That's the difference.
Yes.
You are famous. I am the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. Yeah. Big deal, dude. I played a sold-out show at Fishhead Cantina here recently.
Shocker.
Sold out.
Who sold it out?
Me. All me. 100% me.
What was the name of the band?
Huh?
What was the name of the band?
Oh, it was that show I promoted it like
Attila?
once. All That Remains.
All That Remains.
Attila. Escape the Fate.
Escape the Fate.
Sleep Signals.
And you went on at what, 10 a.m.?
no, we
It was a festival.
6 o'clock. Yeah, I know, right? No, that would be even worse. No, we were on first, but it was like we were the only local on it. And he was like, I can only add one local. You guys are going to be on first. He's like, and you got 20 minutes. And I was like, okay. However, doors open at 5:30. After we did some talking, he let us start at 5:50, so we got a half hour. We actually played longer.
We're going to need you guys to finish up a little earlier so that the real bands can come on and play.
No, because we were 6 to 6:20, and like Mike, our drummer, was like, I don't want to share drum sets with anybody.
We're putting my shit up there now.
Yeah, basically any
build the wall.
I need to get his fucking ass. He's camping. You would. I worry. I worry that if we ever had him on here, though, there was no way we could air the episode. It would just get too out of hand. But like. Pretty much every
post is
oh
hilarious.
no, dude, just unfollow it. Oh my!
He is real quick. Mike Allen is the epitome of what I talk about of the crazy left wingers. He's the same on the crazy right side.
Yeah,
like he even posted this shit that was. It's been rumored for so long and it's completely fake that Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook is the grandson of David Rockefeller.
I didn't know. I never heard this.
And the Colossus wants Mark Zuckerberg to be in control of all the data of Facebook. And it's all completely bogus. And he posts it like it's true.
No, dude,
it's so stupid.
I don't have enough time to orchestrate these kind of things. But I feel like there's people online that do have the time to orchestrate these things. Basically, just make some sort of right-winger like Facebook page, like we support our troops / Bush fucking Trump, like, or whatever, Bush / Trump / combat veteran / Second Amendment,
right?
And you could just really make like a meme and have a picture on it and put whatever you want on there as long as it goes along with what they're thinking, and they'll share it as fact,
right? And that's the problem.
And the thing that's even funnier is when they share it as fact and the fucking meme's even misspelled.
Right.
Like, I was like, yes,
right.
You're taking it from it. I was like, they don't even have their theirs right.
And then the worst part is real media picks it up and they can say this person said it so that they can spread it. And they don't even have to be accountable for it because they didn't actually say it. Here's his last post.
He's going to cost us a gig one day.
Yes, absolutely.
I've already told him that. All I can do is that's why just
this is funny. Look, I'm not going to read them all out here. Go to Mike Allen's Facebook page.
No, please don't.
Turn on C-SPAN and listen to the heads of the immigration department tell the truth about the crisis at the border.
Oh yeah,
by the way,
such a crisis.
Look, I don't know, Mike. He seems like a nice guy, but he put border BOARDER.
Did he? Border.
That's
boards.
People get on planes.
Well,
people carpenters.
Yeah, they're a border. We're gonna need a whole lot of borders to build the water border. Fucking get your hamburger. Basically, everyone that's listening to this that is in my age group, just think of, I'm sure, especially if you're coming out of fucking Pasadena, just think of like your uncle. You probably have a crazy uncle that like posts a bunch of fucking goofy bullshit. Like I don't. Like I do have, but my one aunt Barb, she's just as bad.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I unfollowed both of them. That's all it is. It's like do you have anything else to fucking talk about except for just like all my shit is just show promotion and like some memes. But it's like, you know, and then like it'll be like bullshit. It was like the same one where they were like, I remember like the one meme back in the day where it would show pictures of like all of the presidents prior to Obama. It's like they would give their speeches with American flags behind them. And then it's a cut, but it's one part of the White House, and they all stand in front of this area. But they would just take that picture of Obama in front of there's like a beige.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they're like, but Obama changed it to a Muslim prayer rug. It's like, no, if you do a little bit of research, you'll see every president prior talking in front of that same spot. You dumbass. Like it's in the actual White House.
That's no different than when excuse me.
Oh God, I don't know.
What did they say? They said that Donald Trump could
put a cape around his neck and fly.
No. But basically, what they're saying about Donald Trump that they said he can't say, they said the same shit 10 years ago about whoever was the president at the time. I can't remember.
Recycle, fill in blank.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's all the same shit. And they, you know,
political memeing ad libs.
Because Donald Trump said about McCain that he likes people that don't get captured.
Yeah,
right?
That was pretty fucking awful.
Like Al Franken said you can't say that. The guy from Saturday. 10 years ago, Al Franken said the same thing about whoever it was because they dodged the war. He said he likes his people who actually fight and win in wars or whatever. I can't remember. But
dodging a draft and being a fucking prisoner of war are two completely different fucking things. You could criticize somebody for being a draft dodger. How do you criticize someone for being a fucking prisoner of war?
I can't remember the full thing, but it's just all very. They're all hypocrites.
I don't want to hear this. I love the military, support the military. Listen, you can think about whatever you want to think about of John McCain and all that kind of shit on the political spectrum, but as far as his service is concerned, he's an American hero. Like, you know what I mean? He really is. Even though don't fucking look puzzled, dude. He was taken captive for however long, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I don't know enough about it because the whole evidently his living conditions because he was ratting on everybody, and I don't know. There's a lot to that story that I just don't know. I can't talk about it, so I will continue to look puzzled.
All I know is that he got a bunch of awards and stuff, and I just feel like I don't know. That's just something you don't fuck. But I mean, you also know who you're talking about. Like, I just feel like anyone with any class is going to say some stupid shit like that,
right?
Especially in like, you know, if you want to act like you have any sense running for like a political thing, you should. I don't think that there should be like try to go after someone's character so much. It should be more about policy, you know, policy driven.
I don't know,
but they always. I don't know the
characters involved have been with leading the free country though.
I know, but look who we got in there. Speaking of character,
he's a nut. But then again, he would be exactly. If you're saying don't bother with the character, just the policy. Then, I mean, a lot of what Trump does is based on his character. Like, a lot of the criticisms against Trump is on his character.
Excuse me. I love that. You get that a lot. I don't want to talk about
But that's
this.
not the biggest news of the day. The biggest news of the day was Godzilla being founded in Japan. Yeah, I'm looking for it now. So, evidently, there was a high-speed boat transporting 121 people, and the basis is it was traveling. It hit what appeared to be some sort of marine creature. 87 people were injured, and like 7 or something were flown out.
What, they hit like a whale?
That or one of the creatures from...
They probably hit a whale. They didn't hit Godzilla. Godzilla's not real. Or is he?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. They were making human baby pig embryos 30 years ago.
I never watched that when you sent that to me.
And I want to get away from this political shit because I don't.
I'm talking about a sea monster. You just started bringing up more political shit. I can't remember the name of the other movie. I don't know. This is a terrible episode.
King Kong?
King Kong's not in the water. The things that came out of the water, and you had the giant machines that the people controlled. What the fuck was that movie called?
Pacific Rim.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if it was one of those portals opening up under the sea? Some crazy shit. Fucking big.
Can we speak in reality?
A giant boat hit something that caused it to injure 87 people.
Yeah, but even if it's a fucking traveling boat, you know how big a fucking whale is, dude? Like, if that thing was 40-something feet, the fucking whale's probably that big. Or something. I don't know. I don't fuck with whales. Serves them right.
You make a song.
What?
I don't fuck with whales.
No, yeah, leave the sea creatures alone, man. Like, and with this, you said that was near Japan. Mm-hmm. It's probably just them getting back for them, like slaughtering everything that swims.
Dolphins, whales.
Yeah, like what is it?
Sharks, shark fin soup.
Yeah, there was that show, like Whale Hunters or whatever, or not Whale Hunters, or
that show was.
They're like they see Japanese whaling boats and they go out there and shoot them with a fire hose. Like, I understand, like, there's international rules and shit. My opinion of it is, like, if they're illegally fishing for whales, just shoot them. Just open fire. I'd rather than be slaughtering human beings.
I don't think you can in neutral water.
No, I know, but I'm just saying they should anyway.
You got to get the...
Just shoot.
Fuck, man, my brain.
So they go out there with the sound waves. Don't they have, like, a sound wave thing, which is a really loud, annoying thing? They just blast it at them. It's just, like, the most, like, comical stuff. It's like you go out there and, like, light fireworks to intimidate them.
Lord of War. It's the character that Ethan Hawke played. It's like the international police. I don't know what they're called. This is terrible.
Can
you call Dan?
No.
Message Dan.
No.
See if you can get here in 15. Get John over here in 15 minutes.
Can I talk about my experiences?
No. Next episode.
Okay.
Next episode.
All right.
Episode. Hold on. How many experiences do you have?
Well, just the one main one was about the show.
All right. Well,
I sent you a bunch of articles as well.
They're all bogus.
They're not bogus.
They're bogus.
They were through
They're
like
boring. A poop train. A fucking.
I thought it was funny. I was like, it was through NBC. Like, I don't think it's bogus.
Now this. Who gives a fuck about Nickelback?
Oh, dude, yeah, I know. That's what made me mad.
And it was a video. I don't want to watch a video.
I just was never mind. You know what? I'll just never put any extra effort in anymore.
A guy stealing $1.2 million worth of fajitas.
Yeah, dude.
Who gives a shit?
See, I hope that you all hear these topics because I thought these were funny articles that we could go over and poke fun at.
You know what the funniest thing about that stupid poop article was? Which I read. I did read it. I'm lying a little bit. The fucking pun that the writer put in at the end. But
I didn't even read all of it.
What? I prepped more on the stupid articles that I didn't want to read.
I just put it there so that way it was in Messenger so either one of us could fucking open our phones and pull it right up if we needed to talk about something.
Well, listen to this pun.
God fucking damn it. I don't know why I even bothered doing any show prep with dealing with you, motherfucker.
I show prepped on these articles.
No, you didn't.
Here's the pun. But while the issue of...
Hold on. Let's give a little bit of preface to the people that are listening and have no fucking idea what we're talking about.
Okay.
This was an article. It was Alabama, I believe?
Parrish, Alabama.
Yeah, and it was just like a fucking train that was like abandoned.
Town of 980... No, not a... You sent these articles and you didn't fucking even look at them.
I just breezed over them.
Jesus Christ.
I just said that's funny. I figured we could read the snippets.
So there's 982 people in this town of Parrish, Alabama. This train gets shipped from New York, and it's supposed to be going from New York to Jefferson County. However, West Jefferson filed an injunction saying they didn't want the train traveling through because it violates their loading and unloading of containers, violated its zoning laws because it's human waste in these train cars. It's called bio waste, which is it's human waste. And they didn't like it, biosolids. And it's because landfills down in the South, they are much cheaper to dump in. So New York and some other big cities ship it down there to dump in the landfill.
Wow.
Basically,
okay, dude.
It was sent back to New York. And so
this is not what I thought it was. I swear, when I just breezed over the title and like just skimmed briefly, this is not what I thought it was.
So New York says they're not going to send any more down through there because you can't have that piling up, and it was sitting there. The train was just stuck. It couldn't go forward, and New York was refusing to take it back at first. And there were flies building up, and there were flies like in people's houses, and it was bad. It was really bad. But
I didn't know that they actually like transported fucking train loads of human shit.
Yeah, and the thing is,
that's fucking hilarious.
New York says they're not going to send it anymore because of the zoning laws, and they have a zero waste.
I love how New York's just like shipping all their shit to the South, like just taking a big dump right on Alabama. That's funny as shit.
Well, they also have a zero waste to landfills by 2030 long term.
The South will rise again. We will not let you dump your fucking shit in our fucking town anymore.
So the author wraps up the article with this. But while the issue of poop in Parrish appears to be flushed out for now, the mayor said that other communities are in need of relief as well. Whoever wrote this needs to just go start a Remington.
No, dude. He that mother or him, her, I don't know who wrote it, but that they broke their arm patting themselves on the back for that one.
It's so terrible.
When they got that whole thing, they probably wrote the ending of it before they wrote anything else with the article. They were like, oh, man, that's so clever. But
it's just
honestly, this is what I thought the article.
And the headline: "Poop train carrying human waste cleared after months squatting in Alabama town." Like,
honestly, when I skimmed it, and it just said like poop train, like I thought it was like some sort of abandoned train, and that so many hobos were shitting in it, it was just became like a toxic site. And people were like, "There's all these fucking trains parked here, and double hobos shitting in it." I'm very dumb, but I feel like a bunch of hobos shitting in it
would have been better.
Yeah. You should have just made up the article.
But I mean, this guy had time.
Nobody would fucking know
to write an article, and that was the best stuff he came up with.
Fucking come to here for the insults for all of your fake news needs.
And then the fajitas. I mean, that guy was.
It's just a funny headline.
He worked at a detention center, and he was basically ordering a lot of fajitas with their money, with the state's money or county's money, one of the two. And then he was just taking it and then selling it off on his own. And then one day a delivery driver called and was like, "Hey, I got 800 pounds of fajitas here." And the fucking place was like, "We don't do fajitas for the inmates." And he was like, "Well, I've been delivering hundreds of pounds of fajitas for the last so many years."
Was he selling them like hot to the prisoners? Like, "Yo, I got fajitas, yo."
No. He was,
you got some commissary money?
He was taking them and then selling them to like stores and shit.
Fajitas?
Distributing them, yeah. It was like a distribution hub at this jail.
Who the fuck's got the hookup on a fajitas like that?
That guy did. Till he's in jail for the tune of $1.2 million of fajitas been stolen.
Yeah, but I mean...
the police raided his house. Guess what? He had fajitas in his house.
Were these like frozen fajitas?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, like the ones that you just like throw in a microwave or
yeah,
something?
like the El Burro burritos or whatever they are at the store.
I forget the name of them.
Whatever, El Paso.
El Burro?
I don't know.
Like a picture of a donkey's ass?
El Polo.
Pollo.
Pollo. Polo. It's chicken. Polo.
No, it's pollo.
Polo.
No, it's not.
Marco!
No, because
So anyway, thank you for sending over the articles and then not reading them or thinking about them fucking at all.
I'm very proactive. This was a fucking stupid episode, man. We jabbered like around in a circle. How long was this?
Too long. I don't know.
I don't
It's an
feel like
hour.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I didn't even feel like it was.
How
that
was
long.
this episode, Ricky?
It's terrible.
Thank you,
That's
Ricky.
what I thought.
Your show sucks too.
Always our favorite. I put that on just to see if it would sound bad or anything, and it didn't. It depressed me.
Oh no, dude. I mean, he's in that medium. If he's doing a fucking podcast, I mean, he was on Loveline for years.
Yeah, I know. I hate that guy.
Yeah. Apparently, I got to look more into it. You know how you're into radio beefs?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There won't be any audio of this, but I know that at one point it was, because I remember this was way before we ever got to interview him, that Corolla has mentioned a couple times that him and like Ricky could not work together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be interested.
Yeah,
in that.
and because he was around when Corolla came in, and Corolla kind of like gave him the
Get
nut.
the fuck out.
Well, that, and I think that just
Rightfully so.
Corolla was just better at the time.
So was Dr. Drew. Wrap it up.
Well, that's what it was.
Say
It was
something.
three of them. Anyway, we apologize for this episode.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There's a show. If you listen to this tomorrow, like afternoon, I'll be playing right when you're hearing it. So there's no point in promoting that show.
Yep, Matt goes on at 3 p.m.
Yeah, 3:45 at the Depot tomorrow.
Really? At 3:45?
Yeah.
I was just fucking making a joke.
Yeah, the doors are at 1 o'clock. It's a matinee show.
heavy metal bands playing matinees.
Dude, I think it's a great idea because like it's like hard enough for me to get people to come out like on a Sunday, but I'm like this way it'd be like you were going out to watch a football game, you're still back home. Like, you know, you'll be home by 6 o'clock.
That's true. You know what? I will not see you there. All right.
See ya. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you next week.
I'm sorry for this. Goodbye.
Toodles.
And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?